Good day, investors. Welcome to the 18th of March 2015 market review. The trade for today is called Shoprite, and the code is SHB. Last traded price was 162.17. So the buy is the action here, and you want to trade it upwards. Entry level is 159.35, and it's on the grey line. Target on this trade is 168.89. Stop loss to be used is 156 rand. Looking at the current open trades, CML is open trade at this moment, and it was opened on the 17th and yesterday. Shares that was closed on previous day's trading was on the 17th of March. Both of them was Barloworld and Bidvest. Looking at the top 40 index, the dark line is actually indicating the movement of the top 40 shares on the JSE, and as you can see, the 10-day and the 20-day had a bit of a cross there on a downward momentum. Looking at the black line of the momentum, it's still underneath the 10-day and the 20-day moving average. Looking at your Dow Jones on your American markets, they actually closed about 179 points down, 68 points down, here to the green line after that little spike, and it is just due to fundamentals in the market on the Federal Reserve Bank that started the meeting yesterday. So after trading hours with us, between 5 and 6, you will get your statements coming through, and there's going to be a lot of volatility due in the markets in that afternoon session. Currently, the American markets futures are a bit flat. South African futures are a bit positive. Looking at the J200, that's the top 40 shares on the JSE, had a double bottom here, started to move up, but it's still struggling to break this high here on the red line on the downside, and that level is 46,300. So to be sure, if it breaks at 46,400 upwards, more momentum will be due, and it could be positive, but we will see how the volatility plays out in today's session. Looking at some shares on the market, and let's start with the banks. Here's Barclays Bank. Barclays Bank started to move up yesterday. It moved about R1.37. In the previous session, it moved up about R4.95. Looking at this share in his momentum, basically, you will see there was a double bottom. Two lows, same lows, picked up, broke that high there of 176, and currently trading at 180 rand levels. Next high of expectations here, closer to 182. We need to see how it will perform there. Looking at your Standard Banks, Standard Banks broke that high of approximately about 156.96, currently trading back here to the highs of 160's previous sessions. As you can see, there's a downward channel there, and basically the momentum is starting to go up to that high. Looking at your Investex, tested the previous highs after it came from the lows, and now look at this momentum starting to develop here. Small momentums, suddenly big momentums. So there's a bit of big cycles coming towards the specific share as well. Looking at some shares on the market on the retailer side, you look at your Shoprite. Bounced up, went higher, broke to 161. Now the big question in the short term will be basically, will you go back to the 166, 167 or the 170 levels, or is this now just another negative ABC pattern, low, high, low, high, low, higher? So let's go and call up the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands are saying here close to 165. If you break 165, 170 is the next high. And here's the high, low, high, low, high. So it needs to break that high to form a reversal head and shoulder pattern. Leg, shoulder, head, shoulder. If it can break that level, more upside could be due. But it needs to physically happen. So traders could wait it out for another 2 or 3 rand, 4 rand movement. Or let's see what happens here. High, low, high. If it comes down today or the next 2 days, this could be your next low and continue. Trade can still continue to go downwards. Always look at this Bollinger Band, the green and the purple movement here. Mr. Price, still getting support here, 250, 251. Got a bit of a downward momentum here in this little channel. I'm just going to make it a bit lighter. There's a lot of lines on this chart, and you can basically see this. Look at this, also a little ABC pattern. It's in a negative movement at this moment. So let's look at this low, high, low, high, low, testing that low. Anytime if it breaks this low of 250.76, more downside could be down here, most probably back to the 245. So keep a close eye on this one. Willies, same pattern, exactly the same negative ABC pattern. So this could also be a reversal head and shoulder, leg, shoulder, head. If it breaks this level here and the high of that red line, more upside could be due, but close. The retailers could be going any side at this moment, up or down. Rather wait for a day or two just to confirm the momentum. Looking at your MTNs, similar pattern, high, low, testing the highs of 220. The lows are currently on this specific share about 215.50. So there's a 5 rand movement in it. We need to see if the direction will go up or down here. Vodacom, similar. Look at this, down, double bottom here. If it breaks this approximately 150 rand, 150.40, more upside could be due. Or if it breaks this lows here, that is on the Fibonacci of 61%. So a lot of things unsure, direction, momentum. This is going to be causing a lot of volatility with the bears and the bulls in the market currently, and everybody will sit out and wait for the Fed's meeting during the course of the day. Speculators also could come in. Looking at your Xaros, Xaros starting to stabilize here at the bottom, and looking at your CFR, had a double top here again, coming from the 105. Next expectation low is back to the 100 rand. So let's see what happens with the speculation of this market. Enjoy trading.